everyone, and a warm welcome to all of you at St. Xavier's High School Fort. I think it's the 5th of Jan, so I could safely wish all of you a very happy and prosperous New Year. Co-hosting along with me, Mr. Gaspar Brito, is a teacher of our school, Miss Annette Fernandez. A few instructions before we begin this evening's program. All mobile phones to be switched off. No photography or filming is allowed during the program. Kindly be seated till the end of the program. You may leave the auditorium only after the Honorable Governor and the dignitaries have left. The official photographer and the press photographers are not allowed to film or photograph during the national anthem. Over to you, Annette.
This evening, we have gathered to honor our distinguished and illustrious alumni who have achieved great heights in their respective fields and made a difference to society and the nation at large. They will be honored this evening with the Xavier Ratna, and it is with great pride that we welcome our awardees, Mr. Adi Godrej, Mr. Deepak Parekh, Mr. Ashok Chavan. We will also confer the Xavier Ratna on Mr. Sunil Gavaskar. However, due to prior commitments, he is unable to be present here this evening. We will also felicitate Dr. Eric Borges with a scroll of honor and a token of gratitude.
That will be the first part of our program, that is the award ceremony. The second part of our program will be, you can see the setup over there with the logo of the post office. So we will have the release of a special cover commemorating the sesquicentennial celebrations of our school. So in our midst also we will have the Chief Postmaster General, Maharashtra Circle, present here in our midst, Mr. Harish Chand Agrawal. We will wait for our dignitaries to arrive. governor's already come? Achha, okay. Governor's still on. Yeah, I'll tell you when to sing chill. I don't know what is the order. What's happening? Just play it, Chris. Play it, No. I'm sure all of you can hear the familiar sound of the lazim. So, our awardees are here. Kindly rise to welcome our awardees for this evening. Mr. R.D. Godrej, Mr. Deepak Parekh. Yes, a loud round of applause for them. Mr. Ashok Chavan. Dr. Eric Borges. And the Chief Postmaster General, Shri Harish Chand Agrawal. They are accompanied by our Alumni Coordinator, Ms. Rene Carvalho, the Secondary Supervisor, Ms. Elaine Fernandez, the Primary Head Teacher, Ms. Jennifer D'Souza, the KG Coordinator, Ms. Teresa Marie Oliver, and the Secretary of the XSAA, Mr. Stephen Krasta. Kindly be seated. In a short while, the Honorable Governor of Maharashtra, Shri C. Vidyasagar Rao, will be with us.
Let us all rise as we welcome our Honorable Governor, Shri C. Vidyasagar Rao, along with our Manager, Father Dr. Francis Swami, our Principal, Mrs. Sharmila Sunny, and Xavier's School Alumni Association President, Mr. Shapir Beguwala. A loud round of applause. We request the manager and the principal to escort the Honorable Governor, the Chief Postmaster General, Maharashtra Circle, our awardees this evening, Mr. Adi Godrej, Mr. Deepak Parekh, Mr. Ashok Chavan, and Dr. Eric Borges to the stage. We request you to kindly remain standing for the national anthem.
Janagana mana adhinayaka jaya he Bharat bhagya vidhata Punjab Sindh Gujarat Maratha Dravida Utkala Vanga Vindhya Himachala Yamuna Ganga Uchala Jaladhi Taranga Tava Shubha Name Jage तव शुभ आशीष मांगे गाहे तव जय गाथा जन गण मंगलदायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता जय हे जय हे जय हे जय 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 हे.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Kindly be seated.
We now request the Honorable Governor, Shri C. Vidyasagar Rao, along with our dignitaries on the dais, to kindly assist in the lighting of the ceremonial lamp.
शुभं कुरु त्वं कल्याणम् आरोग्यं धनसम्पदः. शुभं कुरु त्वं कल्याणम् आरोग्यं धनसम्पदः.
Thank you to the Honorable Governor and all our dignitaries on the dais. Now that we've lit the lamp, it's time to see the sparks fly off. that is, a choir of our schoolboys, will now present a welcome song and 2 other songs sort of showing off. They will be expressing their pride at being Xavierites. I hope you enjoy the performance.
Seated with
That was indeed a lively performance by a melodious choir. Put your hands together once again for our choir. We now call upon the principal, Mrs. Sharmila Sani, to deliver the welcome address.
Good evening. It is indeed a special day for all of us during our sesquicentennial Jubilee celebration to have with us the Honorable Governor of Maharashtra, Shri C. Vidyasagar Rao. He has served as a Union Minister of State in the Ministry of Home Affairs in Shri Atal Bihari Vajpayee's government from 1999 and was elected to the 12th and 13th Lok Sabha from Karimnagar. Honorable Shri Vidyasagar Rao assumed office as the Governor of Maharashtra on 30th August 2014 and is the 22nd Governor of Maharashtra. We thank you for kindly accepting our invitation and making this day memorable in the history of St. Xavier's High School Fort. A warm welcome also to our distinguished awardees, Shri Ashok Chavan, Member of Parliament and former Chief Minister of Maharashtra, Shri Adi Godrej, Chairman, Godrej Group of Industries, Shri Deepak Parekh, Chairman of HDFC, Dr. Eric Borges, eminent cardiologist. Shri Sunil Gavaskar sends his regrets for not being able to attend the function. We thank all of you for your valued contribution and presence. You have been true Xavierites, men with vision and mission. St. Xavier's High School is proud of you. We also welcome our Chief Postmaster General, Maharashtra Circle, Shri Harish Chand Agrawal, and other prominent officials of the GPO. Pleasure to have with us our distinguished invitees, ex-principals, vice principals, supervisors, ex-teachers, students, and members of the press. Heartiest welcome to all. It has been a historic journey for St. Xavier's High School Fort from 1869 to 2019. From its humble beginning in 1860 at Cavell, it has blossomed into an institution based on Ignatian paradigm, providing education for the head and the heart and creating global citizens. We celebrate our achievements and glory during this sesquicentennial year and aspire for more in keeping with our motto, Duc and Altum, launch out into the deep. Your presence here today has added 5 stars to this occasion, and we thank you for being with us today.
Thank you, ma'am. We request the manager, Father Dr. Francis Swami, to kindly present a memento to the Honorable Governor, Shri C. Vidyasagar Rao. And now, without much ado, we move on to the most prestigious part of this evening, the Xavier Ratna Award. We now call upon Mr. Shabir Beguwala, the XSAA President, to read the citation of the Xavier Ratna for Mr. Adi Godrej.
Good evening, everybody. We are very proud that a son of our alma mater is one of the tallest figures in the field of commerce and industry in our country. Your talent combined with perseverance, integrity, and foresight have made you one of the leading lights of commerce and industry in contemporary India. While leading the Godrej conglomerate, you have set the benchmark and highest standards of business ethics and fair trade practices and have continuously raised the bar in day-to-day commerce. You have modernized the management structure and implemented process improvements, taking the Godrej Group to great heights. Under your stewardship, Godrej Consumer Products has grown into a strong emerging market FMCG player based on the 3-2-3 approach in the international expansion that is building a presence in 3 emerging markets of Asia, Africa, and Latin America across 3 categories of home care, personal care, and hair care. You have believed in giving back to society and have been in the forefront of philanthropy. Your alma mater has been the benefactor of your generosity as you have readily undertaken to execute several of the school's projects to boost its infrastructure. The renovated school auditorium and the recently commissioned solar energy plant bear testimony to your generous philanthropy. You have excelled in academics while in school and have been the proud recipient of the prestigious Ripon Prize in the year 1957. You have been the recipient of several national and international awards, of which there are several Lifetime Achievement Awards, the most notable amongst them being the recently conferred Economic Times Lifetime Achievement Award for Corporate Excellence in 2018. Our hearts have swelled with pride when the Government of India conferred on you the Padma Bhushan in the year 2013. Indeed, Shri Godrej, you have truly made every Xavierite proud.
Thank you, Mr. Shabir Beguwala. I now request the Honorable Governor to kindly present the Xavier Ratna to Mr. Adi Godrej. Put your hands together. To the Honorable Governor for doing the honors. We now call upon Mr. Adi Godrej to address us.
Honorable Governor of Maharashtra, other dignitaries on the dais, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for this recognition. It's indeed a proud day for me to be conferred this honor when the school celebrates its 150th anniversary. It's always been a great school, and I was a fortunate recipient of a very good education here. The school has a great future, and I see it linked for the youngsters who are studying here with the great progress our country is likely to make in the years to come. 150th anniversary is a great occasion for celebration. I congratulate all the people associated with the school for this honor, and thank you again very much.
Thank you, sir. Moving on to the next award, we call upon Mr. Viral Parekh, Managing Committee Member of the XSAA, to read the citation of the Xavier Ratna for Mr. Deepak Parekh.
Good evening, everybody. We are very proud that a son of our alma mater is a pioneer in housing finance for the masses. As the head of HDFC, you have made it easy and possible for the common man to own a house in India. Your talent, combined with astute business acumen and farsightedness, has not only made HDFC the leader in housing finance and mortgages, but has also transformed it into India's leading financial services conglomerate with presence in banking, asset management, life and general insurance, real estate, venture fund, education loans, and education. You are an independent director on the board of several leading corporations across diverse sectors and on the Indian advisory board of many multinational companies in India, besides being associated with several organizations across the globe. You have the honor of being named by the Mayor of London in 2017 as a first of a network of international ambassadors for championing London internationally. You are vociferous in your views seeking standardization and transparency in the real estate sector. You have played a key role in revival of sick companies and restructuring of key financial institutions, which help regain investor confidence. You have been a member of various high-powered economic groups, advisory committees, and task forces, which include infrastructure, housing, financial services, and capital markets. You're a man with a mission, and your philosophy on the corporate social responsibility is simple, yet profound. You believe that if a company earns, it must also return to society, and corporate responsibility should not be just to shareholders, but to all stakeholders. You have been the recipient of several national and international awards conferred by governments of various countries. Our hearts have swelled with pride when Government of India conferred on you the Padma Bhushan in 2006. Indeed, Shri Deepak Parekh, you have truly made every Xavierite proud. Congratulations.
Thank you, Mr. Viral Parekh. We now request the Honorable Governor to kindly present the Xavier Ratna to Mr. Deepak Parekh. Thank you to the Honorable Governor for doing the honors. We now call upon Mr. Deepak Parekh to address us.
Honorable Governor of Maharashtra, Shri Vidyasagar Rao, distinguished guests on the dais, ex-students, teachers, ladies and gentlemen. First of all, congratulations to St. Xavier's High School for completing 150 years. It's really a great occasion and a great achievement, and it's happened during the time of our principal, Sharmila Sunny. I would also like to take this opportunity to thank the school for giving me this honor after leaving the school 58 years ago and remembering me. They say home is not a place, it is a feeling. Returning to school has always felt like coming home. One is very secured when one comes to the school. We were well cared for when we were in the school, and it was a great experience studying in the St. Xavier's High School. It was really a safe haven for us as kids. St. Xavier's High School has made us believe that the natural way of the world was that of inclusiveness. Every child was equal. No child was superior, no child was inferior. This is the training we got in the school. One's social background or financial background was never a concern of the students or the parents. What mattered at school was, and the teaching I got in the school was to distinguish what is morally right and what is morally wrong. I think every student that has left this glorious building has imbibed in him the culture of integrity, honesty, and transparency. This is what we learned in school. For me, I remain eternally grateful for the learnings at the school. Let me end by saying that you can get a boy out of Xavier School, but you can never get Xavier School out of the boy. And thank you once again.
Thank you, Mr. Deepak Parekh. We now call upon Mr. Stephen Krasta, Secretary of the XSAA, to read the citation of the Xavier Ratna for Mr. Ashok Chavan.
Good evening, everyone. Shri Ashok S. Chavan, class of 1975. We are very proud that a son of our alma mater is one of the tallest figures in the field of social service, politics, administration, and governance. Your hard work at the grassroots level and your unflinching dedication has made you one of the leading lights of India's political fraternity. You have shouldered many a responsibility assigned to you by your party and have worked for the upliftment of the downtrodden. In your uncheckered political career, spanning across more than 3 decades, you have been a member of several organizations who work for the weaker section of the society. You have been a member of the Maharashtra State Legislature for several terms and are currently a member of Parliament representing the Nanded constituency in the Lok Sabha. You have held several organizational positions of your party and other social service organizations. You have held a number of ministerial portfolios in the state government, having served as Minister of Revenue during 1999 to 2004 and Ministry of Industries, Mines, Protocol, and Cultural Affairs between 2004 and 2009 in the state of Maharashtra. This has culminated with your ascendance to the chair of the Chief Minister of Maharashtra in December 2008, a position which was earlier occupied by your illustrious father, Shri Shankar Rao Chavan, in the late 1970s and 1980s. Indeed, Shri Ashok Chavan, you have truly made every Xavierite proud.
Thank you, Mr. Stephen Crasta. We now request the Honorable Governor to kindly present the Xavier Ratna to Mr. Ashok Chavan. Thank you to the Honorable Governor for doing the honors. We now call upon Mr. Ashok Chavan to address us.
Honorable Governor of Maharashtra, Sri Vidyasagar Raoji, the Chief Postmaster General Harishchandra Agarwalji, the awardees and the ex-Xavierite, Chairman of the Godrej Group, Mr. Adi Godrej, Chairman of SDFC, Mr. Deepak Parekh, eminent cardiologist, Dr. Eric Borges, Reverend Dr. Francis Swami, the manager of the St. Xavier School, Sharmila Saniji, principal of the school, Shabir Begowala, president of the Xavier's Alumni Association, all the dignitaries, ex-Xavierites, members of the press, friends, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you, St. Xavier's High School, for conferring this prestigious Xavier Ratna Award to me on the occasion of the 150th year of the school anniversary. 150 years is a big time, big span, and St. Xavier's High School has achieved this graciously, year after year, bringing out eminent personalities, shaping their lives, shaping the future of the generations. And I should recollect that all the batches which we have gone through have Catholics, Protestants, Hindus, Muslims, Parsis, Jews, all the various communities have been represented throughout to the educational background of the school, and truly secular in character we can call is what St. Xavier's High School and the institution has been all these years. The school has produced brightest minds. We have on the dais with us Mr. Adi Godrej, Deepak Parekh ji, Sunil Gavaskar was to come here, Soli Sorab ji, of course, one cannot forget Julio Ribeiro ji, Dr. K.K. Turel, Milind Kirtane ji, Harinder Singh, and several others who have been earlier awarded or they have been making it to the school on various occasions. And of course, nonetheless, I also owe whatever I am today to St. Xavier's High School in my lifestyle, my career, whatever it is, I owe it to St. Xavier's. It's really nice to remember all these years. Governor Saab was asking me, you have a very strong building, stone building. I said, yes, it has been standing strong. All these 150 years of various ups and downs that we have seen in the country. So it's a real role model. We have been there in the school. I have several. And Deepak Parekh ji कहते हैं कि ये तो बच्चा है 75 का, मैं तो 75 का बच्चा हूँ, बात सही है. 1975 का बैच से मैं निकला हूँ. तो I am very proud that बच्चा हूँ पर सच्चा हूँ. I am very happy to be associated. We pass in our political career ups and downs we have seen, and whenever we pass this side, it's very nice to see and remember the old days. जो हिंदी में एक गाना था, कई साल गुजरे यहाँ से और यहाँ पर जाते हुए जवाबों की रातें और सवालों के दिन ये हमने यहाँ पर देखे हुए हैं. We have passed through so many years and studying in the school, and the nights in the homes, and coming up the next day for the examination is the background. We still remember when we passed to the school, and definitely we feel all the same. As an ex-student, we have all our, when I remember the Chief Minister, when I came back here, I was called here for the 140th function of the school. We all were, Mr. Godrej was gracious enough to have some support to the school, some financial help that we could give to the school. I also, as the Chief Minister, definitely from the government, we did whatever we could. And I appeal to all our friends who are here to see that this institution keeps its tradition and a long way and comes up with bright colors with the next generations to come, and give them all the support wherever, and see that, because quality education is the need of the hour. We in the government, we have been seeing, and with so many, with the rich heritage this school has been enjoying, and the patronage of so many eminent people who are here, I think we have to go a long way. Further 150 years we have to go to see that this institute thrives and comes out with flying colors, with the next generations who will still remember. We'll be remembered in history, but we have youngsters who will see that the next light of the day, to see that we have all our friends who have been associated. I really thank our past principals, our teachers. I hardly see anybody there because most of them have passed away by the passage of time. But we still remember those days. Some of my friends in the audience I can see who have been with us during those times. So we really feel that their old association and a commitment to the school. And that's why we have seen from the corridors of the school, when we walk this side, from the corridor of the school to the corridors of power we have come. And from the corridors of power in the corridors of opposition now, and hopefully with your gracious support, again in the corridors of power. Let's hope. I won't take this with this platform to use as a political thing, but anyway, nevertheless, whatever we are is because of St. Xavier's High School. I've held several positions in the ministry, in the opposition, in the party organization, very different from what Mr. Godrej or Mr. Parekh has been. But their rich experience definitely helps us to shape policies for the government wherever, when we have been in the government, and of course out of the government also. Today definitely we are here to see that all our educational needs of the country and the state are met through with proper policies for the school, which require a lot of support. I do understand that all the institutions are facing a huge financial crisis. I understand. I think it's high time that government also does something. We on our part also do something. This school institution survives, and we have the best of students coming out with flying colors. We have good teachers, we have good principal. I think a lot can be done from the parent side also to see that our institution survives and for many, many years to come. Jai Hind, Jai Maharashtra.
Thank you, sir. We now call upon Ms. Renee Carvalho, the Alumni Project Coordinator, to read the scroll of honor for Dr. Eric Borges.
Good evening, one and all. We are very proud to honor a son of our alma mater, who is one of the tallest figures in the field of medicine, especially in the field of cardiology. You have several successful coronary surgeries and implementations to your credit. As a leading interventional cardiologist, your advice and counsel are frequently sought for, exploring international collaborative ventures with medical centers around the globe. You are also involved in the investigation and treatment of complicated cases. You have done outstanding work with the government of Mauritius and Tanzania and the government of Maharashtra. You are indeed a distinguished speaker and in demand to address several conferences and seminars. You have also, to your credit, several research papers which you have co-authored and published in several prestigious national and international medical journals. You are a great humanitarian too, and a philanthropist who believes in giving back to the society more than he receives. Your association with several charitable institutions and treating the underprivileged free of cost speaks volumes of your generosity. Time and again, your alma mater has benefited from your wise counsel. You are a great human being, Dr. Eric, and friend par excellence, who transcends boundaries of caste, color, and religion. You treat everyone on par, and your doors are always open to the needy. True to your generous nature, you have rendered yeoman service to our school. Indeed, Dr. Eric Borges, you have truly made every Xavierite proud.
Thank you, Ms. Renee Carvalho. I now request the Honorable Governor to present the token of gratitude and scroll of honor to Dr. Eric Borges. Put your hands together. Thank you to the Honorable Governor for doing the honors. We now call upon Dr. Eric Borges to address us.
The Honorable Governor, Mr. C. Vidyasagar Rao, the dignitaries on the dais, my fellow Xavierites, alumni, friends, ladies and gentlemen. I am truly humbled by this award, and I'm not sure I deserve it. To stand here before all of you in this hallowed hall full of nostalgic memories for me on the sesquicentennial celebration of this great school of ours, and to receive an award is the stuff that dreams are made of. I can truly say that I owe an enormous debt of gratitude to the Xavierite family of priests, teachers, the support staff, and not to forget my fellow students who individually and collectively enhanced the educational experience that I had in our alma mater. To each and every one of them, a big thank you, and most of all, a big thank you to the Jesuits who I've had a long association with, the management of the school and the alumni for bestowing this honor upon me today. I am truly honored, humbled, and grateful. I must publicly acknowledge my gratitude to my father, Dr. Ernest Borges, who incidentally was an alumnus of the school and the college, and to my mother, Grace Borges, who was an alumnus of the college. They not only encouraged me to reach my full potential, but were role models which I kind of somewhat followed. It is 50 years since I graduated from this great institution. And I walked out into the wide world outside these safe walls with the cockiness of youth and full of exuberance. But that exuberance and that self-confidence was tempered with the values that I learned in this school. Values of caring, sharing, and respect for each and every human being. These values were distilled from the Ignatian pedagogy, and they were further cemented by the zeal of St. Francis Xavier, after whom this school is named. We all received a wonderful education, but it is these values combined with the wonderful education that we received that makes then and now every Xavierite stand out in the crowd. And that makes us very, very proud. It is very important to give back to your alma mater. I think each of us is what we are in no small measure because the alma mater crafted us into something very special. And I was delighted to learn and see for myself that the collective effervescence of activity of the alma mater from all over the globe has coalesced into a singularity that is taking this school forward. I think many of them were kind of influenced by those immortal words of John F. Kennedy, and I dare say I would like to paraphrase it by saying, Xavierites, ask not what your school can do for you, but ask what you can do for your school. Thank you once again for this signal honor. I pledge here and now to continue to help my alma mater to achieve its goals, and those goals are twofold in my opinion: high quality education interwoven with social justice. God bless all of us. God bless St. Xavier's School Fort, and a Happy New Year to all of you. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. We now call upon Mr. Devesh Parekh, Treasurer of XSAA, to read the citation of the Xavier Ratna for Mr. Sunil Gavaskar.
We are very proud that a son of our alma mater is one of the tallest figures in the field of sports.
especially in the field of international cricket. Your talent combined with flawless technique and unflinching dedication has made you one of the leading lights of international cricket. You made your debut in first-class cricket immediately after graduation from this institution in 1966, progressing towards Test cricket in 1971 in merely 5 years. You made waves in the international media as you took guard in your first Test match by playing a pivotal role in India's first ever win in Test cricket abroad. You made a mark earlier in school when you represented your alma mater in the Inter-School Harris Shield and Guile Shield. You have to your name 125 matches, of which you have captained 47. You have made history when in the year 1983, you broke the 35-year-old record of Sir Donald Bradman for the most number of centuries in Test cricket. You are the first batsman in the history of cricket to cross the historic milestone of 10,000 runs. You have also played 108 matches for India in the limited overs version of the game, popularly known as the ODIs. On your retirement from first-class cricket, you have donned a new avatar as a television commentator of the game and have made the live telecasts enjoyable with your incisive and analytical commentary, a feat which you continue to achieve till date. Your writing skills have come to the fore through your fortnightly column in the press and the 5 books authored by you, of which your autobiography, Sunny Days, is the most notable. Your alma mater is proud to have instituted in your name the Sunil Gavaskar Inter-School Trophy in the T15 format in its 150th year. You have been conferred with honorary doctorate of various universities in India, besides being adorned with the Maharashtra Bhushan Award by the Government of Maharashtra. Our hearts have swelled with pride when the Government of India conferred on you the Arjuna Award and the Padma Bhushan. Indeed, Shri Sunil Gavaskar, you have truly made every Xavierite proud. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Devesh Parekh. I now request Mr. Ashok Chavan to kindly present the Xavier Ratna to Mr. Sunil Gavaskar, which will be collected by the Secretary of the XSAA, Mr. Stephen Craster, on his behalf. Thank you, Mr. Ashok Chavan, for doing the honors.
That brings us to the end of the awards ceremony. A big hand for all our awardees once more. Our awardees are ranging from various spheres: industry, finance, politics, sports, and medicine. So Xavier's is in safe hands. And we surely can look to a bright future. And sirs, we want all of you to know that you are an inspiration to all our young budding Xavierites. We now move on to another special event, that is the release of the special cover by the Department of Posts India to commemorate the 150th year of our school. But before that, we request our principal, Mrs. Sharmila Sani, to kindly present a memento to the Chief Postmaster General Maharashtra Circle, Shri Harish Chand Agrawal. Thank you, ma'am. We now call upon the Chief Postmaster General, Maharashtra Circle, Shri Harish Chand Agrawal, to give us a brief on the special cover.
Honorable Governor of Maharashtra, C. Vidya Rao ji, C. Vidyasagar Rao ji, respected Sri Ashok Chauhan ji, Honorable Member of Parliament and former Chief Minister of Maharashtra, Sri Adi Godrej ji, Sri Deepak Parekh ji, Sri Eric Boris ji, Sri Beguwala, Reverend Father Dr. Francis Swami, Principal Madam Mrs. Sarmila Sani, teachers, staff, students, alumni of St. Xavier School, parents, ladies and gentlemen. It is a great honor for me to be present here today on the occasion of completion of 150 years of St. Xavier's High School. It is one of the earliest educational institutions of Mumbai. Over the years, it has developed a formidable reputation for excelling in the field of education by giving its students a strong foundation to equip them to excel in their chosen fields. The excellent values and discipline inculcated by this great institution has left a lasting imprint on the minds and hearts of its students. They have made their mark in various fields as diverse as music, business, politics, sports, academics, research, and have contributed not only to the cause of nation building, but also to the service of humanity. Department of Posts is proud to be associated with such a great institution which has over the years worked towards the cause of furthering education. I once again convey my best wishes to all the teachers, staff, students, and alumni for taking pride in, and I take pride in release of this special cover with a special cancellation on this occasion. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir. We now request the Honorable Governor, Shri C. Vidyasagar Rao, to kindly release the special cover. Also request the Honorable Governor to unveil the blow-up of the special cover. We also ask our dignitaries on the dais to accompany him. Thank you to the Honorable Governor and all our dignitaries. We are indeed honored this evening by the presence of the Honorable Governor of Maharashtra in our midst, and it will indeed be a pleasure and a privilege for us to listen to his address. So we now request the Honorable Governor to kindly address us.
Sri Ashok Chauhan ji, Honorable Member of Parliament and former Chief Minister of Maharashtra, Sri H.C. Agarwal, Chief Postmaster General of Maharashtra, Father Dr. Francis Swami, Manager, St. Xavier High School, Sri Shabir Beguwala, President, St. Xavier School Alumni Association, Srimati Sharmila Sani, Principal of this school, the most distinguished Xavier Ratnas, Sri Adi Godrej, Chairman of Godrej Group, Sri Deepak Parekh,
non-executive chairman of HDFC and a leading figure in banking and housing finance, and Dr. Eric Borges, senior cardiologist, heads of various Xavier institutions, teachers, past teachers, staff, student monitors, invitees, ladies and gentlemen. Good evening and greetings to you. I am indeed delighted to join you all in celebrating the 150th year of the foundation of the St. Xavier High School at this year's annual reunion of alumni nostalgia. I feel privileged to have been asked to honor and felicitate some of the most distinguished alumni of the St. Xavier School. It is only appropriate that the first day special cover of this grand old institution is also being released today. Since its establishment in the year 1869 by the Jesuits in this wonderful neo-Gothic building, the St. Xavier School has provided modern education and values to several generations of students. The school transformed students into men of character and integrity. These students, in turn, enriched the city, the state, and the nation with their multifarious contributions to the various walks of life. The list of alumni of this school is most impressive and enviable. It's a matter of great pride that the school has given the nation freedom fighters, captains of industry, sport persons, and leaders in various disciplines. At a time when good education is becoming exclusive, St. Xavier Schools stands out as an exclusive institution which has imparted education to every member of society, irrespective of considerations of race, religion, sex, caste, or financial status. I salute the founding fathers of the school, the Jesuits, the most committed past and present teachers, administrators, and all those who nurtured it and inculcated a culture of excellence. I convey my warm felicitations to the management, principal, teachers, alumni, staff, and students of the school as the school commemorates its 150th anniversary. I am happy that the Alumni Association is honoring Sri Ashok Chavan, Honorable Member of Parliament and former Chief Minister of Maharashtra, with the Xavier Ratna Award. Sri Adi Godrej, Sri Deepak Parekh, Dr. Eric Borges, and Sri Sunil Gavaskar are stalwarts in their chosen fields. They are not merely Xavier Ratnas, they are indeed Maharashtra Ratnas, and we are really proud of them. I congratulate all the Xavier Ratnas for this recognition from their own alma mater in this 150th year of establishment of the school. Ladies and gentlemen, since attaining independence, India has made impressive strides in the universalization of education. At the time of independence, India's literacy rate was just about 12%. Today, the literacy rate of India is approaching 80%, which is truly remarkable. Education, advancements in healthcare, better incomes, and revival of agriculture and industry have together resulted in improving the standard of living of our people. The average life expectancy of the people of India, which was as low as 30 years before independence, has increased to a much healthier 70 years now. It's a matter of great pride and satisfaction that the 7 decades after independence, India stands on the threshold of breaking into a league of developed nations of the world. At this juncture, we need an education system that would produce thought leaders in every discipline. For this purpose, we need to put in place an ecosystem that will encourage creativity, innovation, business, enterprise, and most importantly, excellence in all areas. For nearly 71 years, we have continued with an education system that was designed by our colonial masters with different goals. The same education system has today generated into an examination conducting system which lays emphasis on learning by rote. This education system is killing the spirit of inquiry, curiosity, and innovation. The present education system is leading us to nowhere. We are merely adding to the number of unemployed in the country. On one hand, we are on the verge of becoming the youngest nation in the world, with an average age of 29 years, that is 8 years younger than the American or Chinese. Yet, on the other hand, we are producing armies of unskilled young men and women who are not fit for industry, higher studies, or for other jobs in the service sector economy. The spirit of enterprise and business is distinctly missing. Dear friends, according to a survey conducted by TCS, Tata Consultancy Services, the mathematical and problem-solving abilities of an average 21-year-old engineering graduate in India was actually lower than the average 15-year-old in OECD countries. It was found that our children study only from the point of view of examination. This system must be changed. The sooner the better. We must focus on promoting lifelong learning, problem-solving skills, creativity, and meta-cognitive skills. If we fail to change the present system and do not equip our students with good education, values, skills, and discipline, our demographic dividend will lead to a demographic disaster. Our former Chief Minister was referring to financial crisis. Of course, that is a different matter, but it is a demographic disaster we are going to face if we fail to skill our youngsters and give proper education to them. Dear alumni and teachers, teachers have the biggest role to play in transforming the lives of students and equipping them with the best of education and skill. Really, I'm immensely happy today to honor the luminaries who are seated on the dais today, who are the products of this honorable institution. However, our schools are facing the problems of finding and recruiting good teachers. We need more teachers, passionate teachers, and qualified teachers to improve across the board standards of school education in the state and in the country. Dear friends, we all are witnessing dramatic changes in the field of school education. Schools that have failed to recognize the emerging trends have fallen by the wayside and many have closed down. Henceforth, schools will have to strive hard to attain excellence and maintain excellence. Past glory does not guarantee success in today's world. Excellence is a continuing endeavor. Schools that fail to meet the rising aspirations of the society may close down. Parents and the students are seeking international learning experience from schools. Schools will have to constantly innovate, reorient themselves, and understand what students want. Thought should be given to forging alliance with the best schools in the world and adopting the best teaching methodologies and practices. Needless to say, school managements will have to empower teachers and develop their core capacities by providing them professional development support. Schools will also have to design curriculum with a global focus that will prepare the children for a world in which global employability and citizenship are seen as essential. I do feel that the alumni of the school should play a more active part in the transformation and rejuvenation of schools. Ladies and gentlemen, and dear alumni, St. Xavier's School has been a pioneer not just in modern education, but also in sports, scouting, music, band, and other co-curricular activities. The school has produced some of the best athletes, footballers, and other sports persons. Today, however, a majority of schools are paying scant attention to sports and games and other co-curricular activities. Many schools do not have a playground. Recently, I had a meeting with the cricketing legend Sachin Tendulkar at Rajbhavan. See, Tendulkar ji he proposed the launching of Mission Young and Fit India across universities in the state. He made a simple plea that every child, every student, and every youth must spend at least 1 hour on the sports field every day. We must think collectively, how can we revive and promote sports and other co-curricular activities in the schools? Today, children are spending more time with electronic gadgets than on the sports field. Absence of physical activity is causing adverse impact on their health. Obesity among children is increasing at alarming pace. I would appeal to St. Xavier's High School to continue to lay equal emphasis on the development of the sports and other co-curricular activities like music, dance, theatre, etc., in order to develop the all-round personality of the students. Swami Vivekananda had said, and I quote, "We want that education by which character is formed, strength of mind is increased, the intellect is expanded, and by which one can stand on one's own feet," unquote. I will appeal to the St. Xavier schools to maintain its academic autonomy and continue its march towards excellence. I assure the management that the alumni of my fullest support in your future endeavors. Once again, I congratulate the St. Xavier School, management, alumni, Xavierites, teachers, past teachers, students, and staff on this momentous occasion, and wish you all Godspeed in your future endeavors. Jai Hind, Jai Maharashtra.
Thank you, Honorable Governor. We now call upon the manager, Father Dr. Francis Swami, to deliver the vote of thanks.
Honorable Governor, Shri C. Vidyasakar Rao, the recipients of St. Xavier's awardees, Shri Harish Chand Agarwal, the Chief Postmaster General, Maharashtra Region, the alumni and other distinguished guests and friends. I have the customary job of offering the vote of thanks. This award ceremony has emerged as a flagship event for St. Xavier's High School. The success of a great event like this comes from the wholehearted support of many people. Let me mention, though, that this event would not have taken this shape but for the keen personal interest taken by our esteemed governor. Amidst his pressing job requirements, his office frequently interacted with the organizing team of St. Xavier's High School and provided us with several ideas right from the conceptualization to the conclusion stage.
We convey our sincere thanks and gratitude to you, our Honorable Governor. All of us, the Xavierite team, is very grateful to you, sir, for your invaluable presence and significant contribution to this day's proceedings. I put on record our deep appreciation for the recipients of St. Xavier's Awardee, who despite their hardcore professional commitments, joined us and made this sexcentennial celebration a memorable and eventful one. We express our sincere thanks to Sri Harish Chand Agarwal, the Chief Postmaster General, Maharashtra Region, for assisting us and making it a reality for the release of a special cover for sesquicentennial celebration of St. Xavier's High School. My sincere thanks to all the guests for their gracious presence. We express our sincere thanks to all the Xavierites for their able guidance and encouragement. I put on record our deep appreciation for our alumni for their valuable contribution in making this day a grand success. Thank you. Jai Hind.
Thank you, Father Dr. Francis Swami, for doing the honors. That brings us to the end of this very special evening program, a milestone which will be deeply cherished for years to come. We request you to kindly rise for the national anthem.
जनगण मन अधिनायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता पंजाब सिंध गुजरात मराठा द्राविड उत्कल बंगा विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उच्चल जलधि तरंगा तव शुभ नामे जागे तव शुभ आशीष मांगे गाहे तव जय गाथा जन गण मंगलदायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता जय हे जय हे जय हे जय 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 हे.
Thank you. Kindly be seated as the Honorable Governor and the dignitaries leave the school auditorium. Thank you for being a patient audience, and you may all move down to the Stone Hall for refreshments. Kindly move down to the Stone Hall for refreshments. Thank you. Thank you, man. Shit, finally. Now our legs will start failing at it. Hey, your phone, I'll give him the mic. Thank you, Baba.
Hey. Just.
Check, check, sound check, check, check.
Paging for Miss Rene Carvalho. Paging for Miss Rene Carvalho, if she can come near the stage. Paging for Miss Rene Carvalho, please come near the stage. Paging for Miss Rene Carvalho, please come near the stage. Miss Rene Carvalho.
Hello, check, check. 1, 1, 2. Hello, hello, check, check. Mic testing 1, 2. Hello, check, check. Check, check. 1, 1, 2. Hello, hello, check.
check, check. Check.
Hello. Good evening, everybody. Paging all the managing committee members to please come to the stage, near the stage. Paging all the managing committee members of the XSAA, please come near the stage.
Hello, check. Hello, check. 1, 2, 6, check. Hello, check.
Hello. Calling all the managing committee members of the XSAA near the stage, please. You will be called. You are there, but you will be called on
Hello, hello. Check 1, 2. Hello, check 1, 1, 2. Hello.
Why is nobody coming in? Hello. Jimeesh Parekh, please come near the stage. Hello.
Okay, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Good evening, everybody. Good evening, all you Xavierites. Can I have some noise? A little more noise. We are Xavierites after all, so we make a lot of noise and the world listens to us. Good evening, Xavierites. Okay, fine. On behalf of Xavier's School Alumni Association and St. Xavier's High School Fort, a very warm welcome to all of you to Nostalgia 2019, a wonderful evening that is part of the sesquicentennial celebrations of our school. 150 years and going strong. Wow, what a feeling, what a glorious landmark. What a saga of courage and commitment, vision and faith, passion and sacrifice, excellence and achievement, and of course, euphoria and joy. 1969 was indeed a watershed year in the field of education, not only in Mumbai, but across India. When a tiny fledgling took wing and soared towards the heaven, breaking barriers, crossing new horizons, and setting the gold standard for education across the country. Today, St. Xavier's High School Fort is a magnificent edifice of human endeavor, an ode to the power of the human spirit, and a tribute to the vision and ideals of St. Francis Xavier and our stirring motto, Duc in Altum, launch out into the deep. I would now like to invite the XSAA, Xavier's School Alumni Association Managing Committee on stage. Could we have you come up on stage, please? Mr. Stephen Crasta, Secretary, Divyesh Parikh, Treasurer, Renee Calvallo, Alumni Project Coordinator, Brother Bruno D'Souza, Mr. Ian Stanton, Viral Parikh, Amit Parikh, Jayant Kamath, Stavros Fernandez. Could we have all of you up on stage, please? We also have a few of our illustrious alumni with us. I'd like to invite on stage Professor Jehangir Mistry, Father Lori Farao, Jennifer D'Souza, our primary school head, Elaine Fernandez, our secondary school supervisor, Teresa Mari, our KG school head. We would also like to invite our former principals, Ms. Jennifer Dias, Father Baptist Pinto, our former rector, Father Everest Nunes, and another of our illustrious alumni who are here, Mr. Jimeesh Gandhi. Could we please have all of you up on stage, please? Could I have Stavros Fernandez? Could we please have Stavros Fernandez join us on stage? Along with the managing committee members, we have Professor Jehangir Mistry, Father Lori Farao, Jennifer D'Souza, our primary head, Elaine Fernandez, our secondary supervisor, Teresa Mari, our KG school head, our former principal, Ms. Jennifer Dias, and Father Baptist Pinto, our former rector, Father Everest Nunes, and one of our illustrious alumni, Mr. Jimeesh Gandhi. Ms. Jennifer Dias, Father Baptist Pinto, could we have you join us? Father Everest Nunes. Okay, now ladies and gentlemen, I would request our principal, Ms. Sharmila Sani, the XSAA President, Mr. Shabir Beguwala, and Father Thomas Reddy, Administrator of School, to kindly escort on stage Mr. Adi Godrej, Chairman of the Godrej Group of Companies, and Mr. Nadir Godrej, Director, Godrej Group of Companies. Ladies and gentlemen, could we have a warm round of applause for Mr. Adi Godrej? Not only an illustrious, but a very, very generous ex-student. Mr. Nadir Godrej, I know you're around somewhere. Could you please join us on stage? Could we have Mr. Nadir Godrej on stage, please? Okay, ladies and gentlemen, the only way to get everybody's attention, as has been done over the last 150 years, is to request you to stand for the school anthem. Ladies and gentlemen, could we request all of you to kindly stand for the school anthem and sing it with pride and gusto. Okay, 3 cheers for St. Xavier's. Hip, hip. Hip, hip. Hip, hip. Okay, thank you. Do take your seats as I request Mr. Shabir Begwala to welcome you to Nostalgia 2019. I'd like to request Ms. Jennifer Dice and Father Thomas Reddy to kindly join us on stage. Thank you.
विवेक इसको जरा पीछे करो ना सॉरी इसको जरा पीछे करो बहुत आ जाए Good evening everybody and wish you a very happy new year. It gives me immense pleasure to stand before you today as we celebrate the 150 year of our school. This has been a very eventful year and the school has seen many events taking place, beginning with the previous nostalgia in 2018, where we had the curtain raiser and the press conference. This was followed by the inter-school Sunil Gavaskar cricket tournament and the inaugural mass in June, which was celebrated by the Archbishop of Bombay. We had a grand Teachers' Day celebration in September, where almost all the teachers who once taught in Xavier's were present, followed by a sports event where 11 schools from Bombay participated. Though these were of the differently abled students. Then we had the commissioning of the solar energy plant on 31st October. This was possible because of the Godrej brothers who are present here on the dais. The school had an exchange with the tribals. Our students went to the tribal areas in Kolad, and we expect students from Ambata to come here later this month. This big event we had today, we had the governor who graced the occasion, and the Xavier Ratna was awarded to Mr. Adi Godrej, Mr. Deepak Parekh, Mr. Ashok Chavan, Mr. Sunil Gavaskar, and Dr. Eric Boges was specially felicitated. The school has undertaken a number of projects, in fact completed a number of projects this year. Our computer lab has been renovated because of a benevolent donation by Mr. Anant Narayan. All the new computers have been put up, primary and the secondary. All the science labs will be renovated. As I just mentioned, the solar energy plant and many other small projects also have been done. But we have a still long way to go. Many more projects to be completed, which we hope to continue even after these celebrations get over. We look forward to your generous contributions as we go further. I will not take much of your time. We are here to enjoy our evening. So wish you all the best. Have a great time. Thank you.
Thank you, and a warm round of applause for Shabir Begwala, President, Xavier School Alumni Association. I would now like to request Ms. Sharmila Sani, Principal of the school, to kindly address you. Ladies and gentlemen, Ms. Sharmila Sani.
Good evening, everybody. Such a fantastic response. Thank you for coming in large numbers. You have created the family of St. Xavier's, and the bond will grow stronger. At this point, as Shabir Begwala said, it's party time for all of us. Won't take much of your time. Thank you for all your contributions, your expertise, all your dear ex-students. And give a big hand to the XSAA committee for putting up this fantastic get-together. All of them have done their very best, and many of them have gone that extra mile. Have a great time.
Short and sweet, but that's Sharmila Sani, a lady of action rather than words. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time to felicitate some of our very eminent dignitaries on stage. And I'd like to request Ms. Sharmila Sunny, principal of the school, to kindly felicitate Mr. Adi Godrej. Ladies and gentlemen, could you please give Mr. Godrej a huge round of applause? Thank you, ma'am. I'll request Mr. Shabir Begawala to kindly felicitate Mr. Nadir Godrej. Thank you, sir. May I request Ms. Okay, what we're going to do is we're going to play, before we go on with the felicitations, a very special poem that commemorates our sesquicentennial jubilee of our school, and very especially Mr. Nadir Godrej's passion and joy, his very own school. He's composed a small poem to commemorate this occasion, and we'd like to play it for you on your video screens right now.
I'm reminded of the years I spent in this hallowed institution. So of course, there is dilution of vivid memories over time. For me, those years were sublime. Both the institutions share a common name. They are a pair, St. Xavier's College and High School. Together, they are a perfect tool to shape young minds for a better world, where the fruits of knowledge are unfurled. I had the pleasure of attending both, a perfect start for future growth. And thanks to my nostalgic bent, I'm reminded of the years I spent in this hallowed institution. Though of course, there is dilution of vivid memories over time. For me, those years were sublime. Though 50 years by now have passed, they have whisked by very fast. For me, a golden jubilee. But for the school and college, we do see a landmark that is more momentous. This year, Providence has sent us the blessings of continuity. A sesquicentennial is what we see. This event is truly great, and all of us should celebrate. The 5th of January should be noted, as this day will be devoted to ringing in the Jubilee, a dual sesquicentenary.
Okay, a big hand to Mr. Nadir Godrej for that unique way of commemorating this wonderful day and this wonderful year in the history of our school. Ladies and gentlemen, I shall now request Mr. Stephen Craster, Secretary of XSAA, to kindly felicitate the Principal, Ms. Sharmila Sunny. Stephen. I'm not sure whether we have Father Baptist Pinto and Father Everest Nunes. Okay, I'd like to request Mr. Divyesh Parekh, our treasurer of the XSAA, to kindly felicitate Ms. Jennifer Dias. Ms. Jennifer Dias. Okay, calling for Father Baptist Pinto and Father Everest Nunes. I'm not sure whether they're still here. They were here earlier but could have just left. But in case they're here, we would like to felicitate you. In any case, we would like to express our deep sense of gratitude for the vision and guidance you have provided the school over all these years. I shall now request I shall now request Ms. Renee Carvalho, Alumni Project Coordinator, to kindly felicitate Ms. Jennifer D'Souza. She is the head of the primary section. I shall request Brother Bruno D'Souza to kindly felicitate Ms. Elaine Fernandez. She's a secondary school supervisor. I shall request Ian Stanton to kindly felicitate Ms. Teresa Marie. She's the head of the KG section. Ms. Teresa Marie. Ian Stanton felicitating Ms. Teresa Marie. Thank you. And I'll request Mr. Jayant Kamath to kindly felicitate Ms. Renee Carvalho. Mr. Jayant Kamath to kindly felicitate. Sir, you're not that old, sir. You're okay, Ms. Renee Carvalho. Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, one of the most prized photographs that have been taken today are the photographs of that beautiful cake out there, which we're going to cut. I'll request all our dignitaries on stage. I thank you for coming up on stage, but I'll request all of you to kindly move and stand near the cake, which we shall now cut right at the beginning of this evening. I'd like to invite the senior-most Xavierite here, Mr. Rumi Taraporwala, to cut the cake on behalf of all of us. Mr. Rumi Taraporwala, I think it's the class of 1946. Mr. Rumi Taraporwala will cut the cake on behalf of all of us and in the presence of all our distinguished dignitaries. Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together for Mr. Rumi Taraporwala, the class of 1946, and the senior-most Xavierite present here today. He's going to be cutting that beautiful cake in the presence of all our dignitaries.
Congratulations and celebrations when I tell everyone that you're in love with me. Congratulations and jubilations. I want the world to know I'm happy as can be. Who would believe that I could be happy and contented? I used to think that happiness hadn't been invented, but that was in the bad old days before I met you. And when I let you walk into my heart, congratulations and celebrations when I tell everyone that you're in love with me.
Okay, congratulations.
Congratulations
to everyone here and all the Xavierites who could not make it here,
to know happy as can
because
be.
this is your beautiful moment.
That maybe you thought you were above me, that I was only fooling myself.
Okay, that's Jayant Kamat adding his voice.
Not finished. Let us finish the song. Above me, you wanted to stay. Congratulations and celebrations when I tell everyone that you're in love with me. Hey! Congratulations and jubilations. I want the world to know I'm happy as can be. Yay! A round of applause, everybody. Come on, I want everybody to clap here. Oh-ho! Go!
Okay, the irrepressible Jayant Kamat leading the celebrations there, and I'm sure every one of us are going to have a wonderful evening.
And jubilations. I want the world to know I'm happy.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, the celebrations are only just beginning, and we'd like to acknowledge three very illustrious alumni who are here in our midst. Lieutenant General Shailesh Tanaikar, a member of the class of 1977, Commander Ulhas Karkera, and Captain Jawahar Bhagwat, both of the Indian Navy and class of 1986. A warm welcome to all of you. Brigadier Ashutosh Nargolkar, class of 1974. Welcome, sir. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, some great news for you. The special cover that was released by the Honorable Governor earlier this evening at the function upstairs will be given to one copy will be given to each of you as a special gift from XSAA and the school on your way out. In case you'd like to buy additional copies of the special day cover, they are available on sale as well. There is also a stall where you can buy the special souvenir that we've released on this occasion. And you can join as a life member of the XSAA. So please don't miss this opportunity. Today is the day when you're emotionally charged and in the mood. So loosen your heartstrings, loosen your purse strings. The proceeds from the sale of the souvenirs and from the membership will all go towards the wonderful, wonderful activities that go to develop this beautiful school of ours. So please be generous, buy those souvenirs. The souvenirs, of course, will bring you a lot of nostalgia, and you will treasure that for for years to come. And yes, join up as XSAA Life members right today. Thank you. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, the celebrations are going to begin. We've got a lot of prizes, lots of prizes in store. So just keep tuned in. And right now, of course, we've got DJ Mahesh, who's going to put you in the mix and in the groove. Over to DJ Mahesh.
जाके अपनी भैंस चराए।
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, one more of our former students, Commander Ninad Fatir Faker of the batch of 1984 is also here in our midst.
अरे अभी तो पार्टी शुरू हुई है। अरे अभी तो पार्टी शुरू हुई है। बाद में ना कहना कुछ भी, पहले ही दे दूं वार्निंग। पार्टी चलेगी टिल 6 in the morning। जी भर के नाच ले बेबी, नाच नाच के तोड़ दे सैंडल। आंटी पुलिस बुला लेगी तो यार तेरा कर लेगा हैंडल। सूचना जनहित में जारी, जिसको अपनी जान प्यारी, चुपचाप वो फ्लोर पे आए, फ्लोर पे आके नाचे गाए। नखरे वखरे ना दिखाए, शर्म को करते बाय बाय। माइकल जैक्सन वाले 2-3 एक्शन करके दिखाए। पार्टी करनी है